Hello, my friend.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, fine. And you? You are
Perfect.
outside, I think.
Yes, I'm at the beach again. I came last night. So I did. So I've been up and went for my run this morning at 7 o'clock. Had nice natural orange juice at the beach front. So I did. So life is good. How are you?
Fine, fine. I'm jealous on you.
So I must confess, it's not mine though. It's my girlfriend's grandparents. So they're dead. So we get to share the house, and it's our week.
Mm-hmm.
So we try. My girlfriend. She works a 12-hour shift 2 days, so 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and the following day 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and then 3 free days. So we try to come for the 3 free days.
So she earned the money.
She earns the money, and I just talk for a living.
So I think you should marry with her.
Yeah, in March.
March?
Yeah, it was supposed to be
next year?
November.
Oh, it's long time. It's long time. Do not make it so risky.
It was supposed to be November.
Find a priest. Find a priest there and do it clearly. As soon as possible.
Before she changes her mind.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the deal. Normally I work in a primary school, but because the school obviously are closed to coronavirus, this is why I'm on Cambly. But I wanted her to come to Ireland, but she wouldn't come. So I moved to Spain.
I think she's right. Spain is better better than Ireland for living because of the weather conditions.
I think you're right, my friend.
Okay, Ireland is a good country, rich country. People are nice, I know, but winter is so long, always raining, and Spain generally sunny.
Yeah, it's true. Especially in Murcia, I think we get 40, 50 wet days a year.
Yes.
That's it, maximum. But economically, Ireland's a lot better. But it is what it is. How are you, my friend?
Fine, not so bad.
Yes.
I just came from the street. I just walk 1.5 hours and took my shower and sit in front of you.
Yeah, you look fresh today. You look fresh. Okay, so we're on slide number 4.
Okay, idioms. I hate idioms.
Do you hate it?
I hate. I love some of them, but generally I don't understand idioms because you have to memorize all of them.
Yeah, I can understand that they're a bit
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe in near future, using more and more, maybe I will learn. To see eye to eye. Oh, what is it? To have a similar views or attitudes to something. Okay, being in a same idea.
Yeah.
Be in full agreement. Example, I'm glad we could see eye to eye on project goals. See eye to eye. Okay, it's difficult. It's difficult for me because in Turkey we have a very similar idiom but totally different meaning. Where we have eye to eye, but eye to eye means looking each other and evaluating each other.
Right, like a standoff?
No, something like crush on a girl, something like that.
Oh, right. Okay.
Eye to eye. Or someone in the crowded place, you just see her or him, and then they see you in a very crowded place, and when you mention to other people, I was just eye to eye this guy yesterday, something like that.
Right. Okay. So it's different meaning.
Then the opponent asks, did he mention you or know you? I don't know. So there's a suspicious situation. Okay, let's continue. To set things right. Okay, to correct or solve an issue. Okay. I think to put things on way.
To put things on way. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
To set
Example.
things right.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I'm here to set things right. Okay. Okay, it's different. Recover something.
Yeah. So to make amends.
Yes. Okay. To agree to disagree. To agree not to argue anymore about a difference of opinion. To agree, to disagree. Ah, interesting. Example. We can talk more about this later, but for now, let's just agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Okay, let's postpone. We are not agree. Let's postpone it to another time. But it doesn't mean that I am same idea with you. Just I don't want to argue with you right now. Maybe later.
Exactly. And in most cases, there isn't an agreement met. You use this when you cannot find a mutual agreement. You agree to disagree. You're entitled to your idea. I'm entitled to mine. Let's move on.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's a strategic decision.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So
I need more ammo for later. So give me some time.
Only you would think that. So you're going to go away, find out more information, research, and come back and win the argument.
More and more.
Okay.
Grammar review. Adverbs and frequency. Okay. Adverbs of frequency. Describe how often something happens. Okay, I know this. It's my middle school subject from the prep class. Always. It means 100%. Always. Usually, okay, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom. This is the first time I heard seldom. Okay, rarely, very rare. Okay, never, 0.0%. Okay.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. Seldom does it rain in Murcia, you know. So
this is the first time I saw this word. Interesting. Seldom. The others I know, but seldom. Because I don't use most of them, maybe.
Yeah. To be honest,
I have always, nevers, and sometimes.
Yeah. So and to be honest, there's not much difference between seldom and rarely.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
After the verb to be, placement. Okay. I am never late to work. Oh. I am never late to work is wrong, I think. I never late to work. Shouldn't be.
What do you think it should be?
I never late to work.
No, I am never late to work. You can say I'm never late to work also. You can the I am can become I'm. Take away the are.
He is usually happy to see me. Okay. Okay, acceptable. But if I were them, I use this, for example, I never late to work, and he is happy to see me. Okay, he is happy to see me. He is usually happy to see me. But, for example, delete never. I am late to work. No, I late to work. No, I late to work is also wrong. Yeah. I become. I been to work late. It should be something like that.
Actually, I'm never late to work is what we say. Believe it or not, it's what we use in ordinary day conversation in English. I'm never late to work. Sometimes it's unusual that I would be late for work. But we don't say I never.
I be late, or I never be late. But I am never late. Okay, if it's like this, I accept. I should accept. But I didn't see this kind of sentence structure. I am never late to work.
Let's agree to disagree.
Oh, let's research. Okay, before all other verbs, I always arrive early to work. Okay, I know it. I always arrive. I occasionally stay late. Okay. It's simple present tense. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, happy enough?
Happy, yes, enough. Let's continue.
Slide number 6. Okay.
Grammar practice. Always, usually, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, rarely, never. Okay, use adverbs or frequency to answer these questions in complete sentences. How often do you complain to coworkers informally? I occasionally complain to my coworkers. I usually complain about not getting enough hours. Okay. Let's think about it. How often do you complain to coworkers informally? I never complain to coworkers informally. It's not complaining. It's not complaining. I always try to find a solution about something which, if I think it's a wrong process or something, if something's wrong, I always try to share with my coworkers to find a solution together. I never complain. I always search a solution. Okay. Do you file formal complaints? Yes, of course. I always file formal complaints because in future we might need these files. Are you unhappy about someone at work? I usually try to understand people, how they act like that. So I'm a professional. I never try to use my feelings, being happy or unhappy at work. So I always try to my logic to understand people, why they act, how they act, why they act like that, even if I don't like their act or behavior.
Right. Are you approachable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always, we called it in Turkish, maybe the same word in English, emphasis.
Emphasis? Okay.
Yes. I'm trying to be emphasis. We called it in Turkish empathy.
Empathy.
Empathy. Right. Try to think like the opponent. Try to understand why or how he or she act like that. Okay. Do you deal with angry or upset coworkers, customers? Yes. I always try to help angry customers and try to understand what they need, what they demand, because customer is the main key point of business. If you don't have customer, you don't have business. So you should be customer focused, customer obsessed. You have to understand your customers. I don't say you should always do what customer wants. Of course, you have policies, you have rules, especially legal rules, you have to follow. But first, you need to understand what customer wants. You should do this always, not usually, always. Then, usually try to help, if the rules let you, try to help the customer.
Yeah.
But always understand. Okay, let's continue. About coworkers, yes, I try to condemn them. I try to, of course, understand them. But sometimes I can be the angry side due to the business.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Do you receive complaints about yourself from a customer or coworker? Rarely. Of course, I'm not a perfect man, but rarely I receive complaints from my coworkers, and rarely customers. But I never have a complaint about my personality or my behavior or my act. It's generally about the company's policies, and as a manager who should defend the company and the policies, people sometimes think that these policies is becoming from my side, so they complain about me. But when I face this kind of situation, I try to explain them that which rule or which policy is the right thing, and if there is something we can change, I can change as a manager, I will try to help them. And in high possibility, people would understand me and change their things, change their beliefs, change their thoughts.
Their viewpoint.
Viewpoints, yes. I never try to act an offendant to people.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to resolve work conflicts, reach a solution? I always. This is my job. This is my life. This is my life story. Not at work. Always, everywhere. When I solve a problem, I couldn't keep myself at the back. I always try to solve a problem. I always try to find a solution, and then I try to build a system for the problem not to be happen again.
Right.
I'm this kind of guy. When I saw something on the street, for example, which I don't like, I always try to find a solution in my mind. Not always go and be a part of it. In my mind, that it should be something like that, or someone should something like that, and not to happen again. The government or the municipality or someone or who is in charge of should prepare something like that to avoid the problem and for better condition. In my brain. My brain works like that.
Is that coming from an engineering, do you think? Because engineering is a lot of problem solving, no? Just a character?
Just a characters. I always like that. Even at the age 12, I was always like that.
So that's interesting.
I remember a fight with my maths teacher in mid school, in class 7. No, class 6. Class 6. I remember I have a huge fight with my maths teacher. And right now, today, I'm still at the same idea. Later, I will tell you the story. Let's finish this.
Okay, slide number 7.
A workplace disagreement. While some people may try to avoid conflicts at all costs, it is impossible to escape disagreements in the workplace. Okay, yes. What disagreement commonly occur in your workplace? How do you react when someone disagrees with your ideas? Do you manage to stay calm? Why or why not? If you received a complaint about something you did at work, how would you handle it? Okay, let me give you an answer, all of them in one sentence. I always defend my opinions very strictly. I have a backbone and very sharp. Of course, I collect information. I prepare some data analysis. I always prepare some proofs supported by numbers and defend my ideas. But there's a but. If the company policy or my superior officers sometimes think differently, and even I force them to convince them. I force myself to convince them, and I couldn't manage. I couldn't succeed. Then I try to follow their opinion, their directions, because I'm a part of a team, and it's a teamwork. And there's a captain, or there's a manager, or there's an owner of the team, and I have to follow the rules. This is very important because I'm a system believer. If there's a system, okay, some parts could be wrong, but first you should follow the system. If you see something wrong, okay, fight against it. Of course, in a polite way and in the how can I say? Without illegal way, or without being rude, or without breaking some people's feelings. Okay, this is so important. But fight, defend your opinion, and if you cannot convince people, you should follow the rules. But if you still believe, do not share with anyone especially outside of the organization. Do not tell them that you are you have a different idea. You should show yourself to other people, the outside. You are a unique team. You full 100 supported the idea, but inside, continue to convince people, continue to fight, continue to collect more data, more information for the benefits of the system, for the benefits of the company. This is important.
Yeah.
But for outside, you should have a cover. I know it's not a honest way, but this is the rule of life. If you are a member of a team or a family of an organization, for outside, okay, we are team, we are organization, we all 100% think like that. This is our policy, this is our rule. Sorry. Inside, okay, try to change it. When you change it, okay, tell anyone, okay, we change our policy. After that time, full 100%, 100%, we all now defend this idea. This is so important. This is so otherwise, you can make some conflicts in the organizations and you can destroy the balance. So also outside of the company or organization, you have competitors, you have rivals. Sometimes you have enemies, personally or the enemies of the organization. So don't let them to use this.
Yeah.
This is
always let them think there's complete balance, complete unity within the system.
Yes, we have a very, very good idiom, not idiom, ancient structure about this. Let me try to translate it to you. The bone inside the arm can be broken, but the broken part is inside.
Yes, right. Yeah, I can see how. Yeah,
something like that.
So from the outside, it looks perfect. It's only from the inside that there might be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I understand.
This is important. Okay, continue.
Okay, slide number 8.
Useful phrases. Talk directly with the other person. Find points of agreements. Prioritize areas of conflict. Develop a clear resolution. Match the strategies for conflict resolutions to the phrases you could use. Okay. I would like to talk to you about something. Talk directly with the other person. Okay. Okay. Yes. First one is better. To set things right, we will set things right means find a solution.
Yeah.
Develop a clear solution. I think first choice, develop a clear solution, but my second choice is number 2, find points of agreements, maybe. Okay. Are you going to clear? Something like that?
Yeah, that's it.
For me, the most important issue to resolve is to prioritize areas of conflict, I think. The most important issue means, so prioritizing, I think. Am I right?
And that's what I would go for also, yeah. So I would.
Okay, we can both agree that. Okay, find points of agreement, I think. I think the biggest issue, so I think prioritize something. Moving forward, let's develop a clear resolution, find points of agreement. Also, 2 and 4, I think same again, like that and like that again. I agree with you about. I think talk directly with the other person. I agree with you directly, but also it's find points of agreement. I think
number 2 as well.
Like that maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
And develop a clear resolution, very far, but also can be, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your opinion?
In my opinion, I think most of them I would go for, so that you have picked. Maybe the last one I agree with you about. Maybe I would pick number 2 first, before number 1, but I think both are acceptable. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe slide 9, they will give us the answer.
Okay,
No.
Let's see.
Okay.
Workplace complaints. Okay. Research shows. Research shows. Research is uncountable? No, researches. It's countable.
Research is countable.
So if I start this sentence like this, I says research show that, not research shows that.
Research shows that. What way do you think you should say it?
Research show that. If you would like to just one research, you should say a research shows that. You should start the sentence. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're not.
Why? Research shows that. Which research?
But that's the thing. It can be one, or we don't say a research. That's,
a research. One of a research, the research, or Roy's research. But research shows that. I don't know. It's a little bit flowing on the water. My God, I am criticizing the English language. Okay, let's continue. Research shows that informally complaining, for example, about a coworker who chews gum too loudly, or one who takes personal calls during work, okay, temporarily makes us feel better by blowing off steam.
Okay, to get out of your system.
Yes, blowing off steam and getting comfort from others. However, it also increases the amount of time we think about the frustration and does not do anything to actually solve the problem. I don't understand the second sentence. However, it also increases the amount of time. Okay, what is this saying, Rory? In the second sentence, I couldn't connect first sentence and second sentence.
Okay, so someone's chewing gum and they're annoying us, okay?
Okay, making us crazy.
Yeah, so I say to you, gee, can you hear this guy chewing gum? And once I tell you, I get like a feeling of goodness because it's out of my system. But it also tells about the amount of time I've been thinking about this guy chewing gum before I speak to you. And really, that's a waste of time because I have better things to do than be constantly thinking about a guy chewing gum. So we think about the frustration, and it does not do anything to solve the problem. So by telling you it's only a momentary lapse, I feel good for maybe a few seconds, but then the frustration starts to build and build again. So because of the guy chewing gum, because maybe I tell you, but the guy still continues to chew gum. And so I get increasingly frustrated. Okay, so it doesn't do anything to solve the problem. I would be better speaking to the guy chewing the gum and not saying it to you. And saying, listen, do you mind not chewing gum so close to me, or stop chewing gum, please? And that would be the problem solved. But most people don't like to face conflict head on. If it's maybe
not to be seen opponent.
Yeah. Okay. So while I may get a little relief by telling you who's working next.
Okay. What about during this time? What the manager do? What the manager did?
I think in this instance, it's probably not a managerial issue. About chewing, co-workers fight among. If we forget about the management, so you're the bank manager, but I just work in the bank with other tellers.
Okay.
There's always a little jealousy, a little conflict between one employee to the next. That's natural.
It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, and you can have issues. I think that sometimes you don't need to bring to the management's point of view. You can a co-worker's constantly on his phone and not pulling his weight on the factory line. You say, "Can you get off your phone, please?" But you probably won't. You'll say to the guy working beside you, "Look, he's on his phone again. This guy, he never off his phone."
Between co-workers.
Yeah, I think this is. Yeah.
Not complain to a management. There are three guys, co-workers. One is choosing complain about someone to another guy instead of warning the real guy.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So I get For 1 minute, I get a bit of relief by telling you, but actually I should have addressed the gay.
Oh, time is up.